Bienvenidos a otra sesión de Satchel Classes. Soy Mr. Castrillon and I would like to welcome you to another really good session on Satchel. Today's title, Voy Contigo, is going to explain a little bit about what we tend to do with prepositions in Spanish. Let's see our objectives for today. Hoy vamos a repasar verbos terminados en ar, vamos a aprender preposiciones y cómo usarlas. Vamos a traducir oraciones al español y al inglés y vamos a utilizar conmigo y contigo en oraciones. So before we start our lesson today, we are going to practice our pronunciation. Now today's sound is going to be CI. Now this is a really interesting sound because in Spanish, in Spain, most Spanish people tend to say thi, whereas in Latin America, most people tend to say si. Some examples are, do repeat after me. Oración or oración. Circo o circo. Anciano or anciano. Precio or precio. Necio or necio. As you can see, there is a slight difference between both sounds, and you are more than welcome to choose any sound that you actually feel more comfortable with. Now I'm going to give you 60 seconds to try and work out the meaning of each one of those words. Off you go. Time is up. Let's see these answers. Oración or oración is sentence or prayer. Circo is circus. Elderly man is same as anciano in Spanish. Price or precio is price in Spanish, and stubborn is necio. Now, the first thing we are going to do is we are going to require some infinitive verbs for our lesson today. So the first thing I would like you to do is I would like you to match them up with their translations. Off you go. And your time is up. Let's see those answers. Practicar, to practice. Jugar, to play. Comprar, to buy. Estudiar, to study. Visitar, to visit. Mirar, to see. Hablar, to speak. Now we're going to use these infinitives to match them up with the following phrases. Okay, so check them out. taking notes of those words that you don't know. And of course, if you don't get them all right, that's fine, because the point is for you to practice and learn. Off you go. And your time is up. How did that go? Let's see those answers. Ok, here we go. Here we go. Practicar un deporte es bueno para la salud. Jugar al fútbol durante el descanso es saludable. Comprar libros en vez de dulces es lo mejor. Estudiar español es importante para tu futuro. Visitar lugares históricos es muy interesante. Mirar la tele con mucha frecuencia es dañino. Hablar con tus padres sobre tus problemas es muy útil. Okay, always check the sentences, take a screenshot or a picture of them, or even better, come back to the video and pause and watch the video again so you can learn a lot more of these phrases. Now, what we're going to do is something very simple. We're going to translate the sentences into English. Off you go. time is up. Let's see those answers. Here we go. Check once again every single one of the sentences. Get familiar with those words that you don't know, that you might find difficult to remember, but also take a picture of each one of those because they're going to be really good when you're using them either in your writing exam or your speaking exam. Let's move on. Now, we are talking about prepositions and how to use them to improve our sentences. So, for instance, we have this here. Voy a practicar fútbol con mis amigos. Now, this is a really good sentence. You are using future tense as well as an activity, but also we are including who with. Now, that is easy when we have words, but when we have pronouns, we need to be very careful because in Spanish you say, for instance, con él, whereas in English you say with him. So notice the difference between these two words. Él is a personal pronoun, whereas him is more of a different kind of pronoun. Now you can have con ella, with her, con nosotros, with us, con vosotros, with you, plural, con ellos, with them, masculine, con ellas, with them as feminine, con ustedes, and that would be plural, and it's a formal way of plural. However, there is a change when it comes down to with me and with you. With me will be conmigo, and contigo will be with you. And we use these two a lot in Spanish. So be very careful when you say with you and don't say con ti or con tú. It has to be contigo. It happens the same with other options like a él. So as you can see, we have a change in the case of to me or to you singular, a mí, a ti. See that we are not using the personal pronoun. We are using actually an object pronoun, me or ti. And it's the same in para. And feel free to take a picture of all of these ones. We have para mí when you want to say for me, and para ti when you want to say for you. So take note of all of these different bits of information. They come really handy because it's really easy to make mistakes when you are actually using prepositions and pronouns in Spanish. Now, our next exercise will basically force us to practice them. So we need to fill in with the correct translation for each one of those. Quiero ir al concierto, and we need to say with him in Spanish. Off you go. And time is up. Now let's have a look at each one of these ones because these sentences have a lot of information with them, not only the preposition and the pronoun. The first one, quiero ir al concierto con él. Keep an eye on that L because it has a stress on the top, a tilde, and we need it when we are talking about him. Me encanta bailar with you, singular, contigo. Me encanta bailar contigo. Then we have, le estoy enviando un regalo a ella. Now, this is really important because this sentence starts with le. That le is related to a ella. And we will be doing a lesson on how to use these pronouns and these object pronouns when we are talking about people. Este correo es para mí. Not para yo, but para mí. For me. Mi hermano estudia conmigo. Now, once again, with me doesn't become con mí or con yo, it is conmigo. Now, this is a good one, the next sentence, because it's estás hablando, and let's see where you got it right. Conmigo. Yes, you might be thinking like, why do you change to into with? Well, in Spanish, we instead of saying to me, we say with me. So keep an eye on that. Finally, hemos traído algunos libros for you in plural. Para vosotros. Para vosotros. Okay. Now our last part of the lesson is to translate the sentences into English. Okay, so off you go. And time is up. How did that go? Let's see those translations. Here we are. Once again, feel free to take a picture of them. Feel free to take notes of those words or phrases that you don't know, because of course it's really important to remember them and to practice them. Well, I hope today's lesson has been really good for you, and I hope we can see you very soon. Mientras tanto, hasta muy pronto y muchos éxitos.